Hi guys, it's Ross. I thought I'd make a vlog in the woods. I've been meaning to do this ever since I started my channel, so it's quite exciting. Came back from school, finished an exam, and thought, what do I want to do? I'm going to go to the woods. Also, I bought a hammock, so that gave me sort of a really valid reason to go out here. So I'm coming out here and I'm going to test my hammock. Yeah, basically just going to show you it. Just a bit of a personal video log. I haven't really put much up recently because of exams and stuff. I've still got more exams to go. I've got a resistant materials exam on Friday, and then next week I've got my 2 maths exams, and then I'm finished for like a whole month. Quite a lot of people out in the woods, so it's kind of awkward, and especially as you can't really see much when you come across someone who's speaking very loud, and then you have to stop. And then as they walk off, they're giving you really funny looks. Now, one problem I'm finding is that I need to really get off the path because there's so many people around. It's going to look a bit weird if I'm setting up a hammock. But if you actually look at the ground, it doesn't look too bad. But the whole thing's just... I'm not wearing my boots, I'm only wearing my walking sort of trainers today. But yeah, there's so many people around. It's very, very hard to avoid people, and it's also very, very hard to find somewhere I can actually set up a hammock because I'm not wearing sort of full gear to go into brambles. So all these are sort of like 2-foot high brambles and stinging nettles. I think the best plan of action is going to be to follow these sort of thinner paths off to the side. Still got to mine though, because there's still brambles everywhere. I haven't actually seen any groups of people, which I'm finding quite strange at the moment. I just seem to be finding just like one random person just walking around. So that's a bit weird. Also, there's these massive swarms of mosquitoes, and mosquitoes seem to be very attracted to me. I know. Mosquitoes always seem to bite me, and I'm allergic to them, and they swell up big and puffy, so that I sort of want to try and avoid that if I can, but it's going to be hard. But you know, it used to bother me when I was little, but I've got used to it now. I actually don't care. It's very, very quiet actually, just sort of listening to the birds and everything until a person walks by and sort of disturbs you. I was about to say that could do that. It looks like that's out in the middle of nowhere, but then there's like some old man there. There's people everywhere. How am I going to find somewhere to set this up? Stumbled across my first problem I've just thought of. I'm walking out here in the middle of nowhere. I don't really know this woods, so I've got to try and find my way out. Yeah, I've got to try and find my way out from here, but my theory is as long as I know how to get to the nearest wide path like this, I'll end up back where I want to be in the end eventually. I think I know where I am actually down here. Yeah, because if you keep walking up this path, you end up back at the car park. That's the problem with all the woods in the UK. They're all either owned by someone, so you can't go in there, or they're owned by government or like Forestry Commission or somewhere. So there you've got a problem, because there's basically nowhere you can possibly wild camp. That's why I'm kind of trying to find somewhere out of the way just to set up this hammock. Although I'm not camping, the plan is to kind of scout a bit of a location where I could camp at some point in the future. This looks enchanting. Now, quite an interesting tip is you see this looks kind of yellow. If it looks, that'd be quite a good place to hunker down for the night down there, but I don't know if there's a fox's hole there. But yeah, if some of the grass is still yellow like this, the chances are, the reason it's yellow is because there's not much light coming from here, so that means you've got quite a lot of cover. which is a good thing. I think I've found some perfect trees here. The only problem is it's not all that far away from the path, but I'm not really worried because I'm only going to be here for about half an hour. Right guys, so there the hammock is set up. If I just zoom in, have a look. Now, like I said, I've set it up quite close to the path. I was originally going to set it up between these two trees, but the only problem with that is I don't know if you can see it here, there's a big spiky log. So if I didn't properly adjust the slack, you wouldn't feel the fly. If you don't properly adjust the slack of the thing, obviously when you're in that dips down to sort of about here. So if you didn't properly adjust the slack, you might end up tearing a hole in the bottom. Now you're probably interested actually in what hammock it is. Now I did quite a lot of research into hammocks. I've been looking probably about 2 years now at getting a hammock, but the only proper research I did was at the weekend, and I got this. It's by DD Hammocks, which is a very good hammock company. It's called DD Scout Hammock. Now this is the smallest hammock that they do in their size, in their what's it called, range. The smallest hammock they do is the DD Scout Hammock. Now it says it can comfortably do you up to, I think it's something 14.5 stone, or is it 15.5 stone, sorry, 15.5 stone up to 6 feet tall. Now I weigh 9.5 stone, and I'm 5 foot 9.5, 5 foot 10-ish, in that sort of area. So this should do me fine. My dad, I think he's 6 foot half an inch. So I mean, I think I'll probably be a bit taller than him. So eventually I probably will have to get a new hammock, but I mean there's nothing wrong with it. Now the other one I was looking at hammocks, or the general sort of price range for this sort of hammock was in sort of the 30 to 40 pound mark, but this one was only 15 on eBay, brand new. And I looked on the DD Hammocks website, and they had this exact same one for 20. It was definitely new because it came all sealed up in the proper packaging, and all wrapped up, and you could tell by the folds and stuff that it had never been unpacked. So if I just pick it up just to give you a bit of a closer look. Now it comes with basically the basic hammock, which is waterproof. If I try and flip it over, waterproof. It hasn't got a zip like many hammocks, which I think is one of the reasons why it's a bit cheaper than the other hammocks. But it does fold out, so you can use it like a bivvy. So it does fold out and double up. It comes with 2 straps to set you up. You can get extra slings and stuff, just to sort of help you set up. It says don't attach to a dead tree. This looks dead, as you can see by all the stuff growing out of it and the fact that this branch is alive. I will be fine on there. And I've just attached it to one up there. But yeah, it's got these straps are made of an army grade webbing, and it doesn't feel, you know, when you get the like the cheap plasticky sort of like cheap version of paracord. I thought it would feel like that when I ordered it for the price, but you can feel it. This is like super strong stuff, and it feels like it's got a perhaps a thicker cord, like a flat webbing inside it as well, and it's sort of like laminated and like the Cobra sort of weave thing. So now it's just time to get in it. Now if I set you up there, will you be able to see, because there's a tree there? Oh, sorry, no, jump. Okay. Yep, right, so let's have a sit in it. Now, when I sat in it earlier, I sat in it the other way round, and I think it's more sort of tension to be sat in the other way around, but as you can, it makes actually a really, really comfortable chair. And then you've got the ability. I need to go around here to do this one actually. I'm going to show you me like fully getting in it. It opens up like this, which is probably actually it says on here the thickness, the width. It says it's 130 meters wide. Now that's just this, not including sort of the extra bit you're in. 130 centimeters. So if I was actually sleeping in it, I'd like peel it fully open, strap it first. peel it fully open. Ooh. I have tested these knots, by the way, on the end. Peel it fully open, and you slide in, and then this side, which is the slightly longer side, comes over, and you can sleep in it like a bivvy. Knots, in case any of you are interested, what knots I've used to secure it. There's quite a lot of controversy on the internet about how the best way to secure these is. There's different things where you use tree huggers, which are basically just like it's like a very, very thick webbing with like loops on the end and carabiners, or you can use these, which is just a normal webbing with the carabiners, or you can use strops with carabiners, or you attach it at other points as well. You put stones, similar to how you'd make something to hold it, hold a extra tub. You just put a stone in there, fold it over, tie it up, and you've got an anchor point. Use that to pull it out sideways as well. There's lots of different ways, so I've kind of invented my own. I looked, and there was all these different knots you could do, and I've done knots before, but the simplest way I've found to do it is I did test it, and this seems to be stronger. All I've got at the top is I've got a reef knot. Have I even done it properly? It looks a bit weird actually, because it's hard to see because it's in this sort of flat rope, but that's definitely a reef knot, because I did it about 5 times not thinking it looked right, and then realised I was doing it right. I've got a reef knot here, and then in this one I've just done a thumb knot, just to stop that from slipping. But actually when you lay in it, there's absolutely no tension in there whatsoever. All of it's taken by the friction up here. And then on the other one, I sort of tried it out again just to see which one was stronger. I did 2 different ones at each end. I did a reef knot at the top, and then I've done a bowline knot, and I've just sort of slid that up to the top just to stop it from moving, a bit like a stopper knot. But yeah, like I said, DD hammocks, I definitely recommend it actually. The one on eBay, and I'll leave a link to the eBay page if you're interested. Yeah, it was £14.75 including postage, and you got for that you got the hammock, the strops, and the carry bag. Now I was expecting to I ordered it Sunday night I think, and I really expected to get it, when did I expect to get it? I looked at the postage thing. I thought I'd get it about Thursday or Friday. Today's Wednesday, and I've had this for 2 days now. I got it on Monday night, or no, sorry, yesterday night, Tuesday night. I got this. Yeah, and I couldn't wait to get it down. So it's basically 1 day postage, 1 full business day, because I ordered it Sunday about 10 o'clock at night. So yeah, it took me 1 day to get there. So yeah, it's great. It's olive green colour. I've got quite a range of colours. They've got red ones and all sorts. 10 metres of webbing, which is this stuff. So there's 5 metres on each side, so that's what, 15 feet on each side. So you've got quite a lot of space to set up. I mean, you've seen how much extra webbing there is on each end. There's like, I've got quite a lot trailed over the back of the thing, and each one's separate and it's anchored just through there. So there's no webbing in here, in sort of the full thickness of it to get in your way. Yeah, so you could set this up between trees that are, try and figure this out, do some math now, 6 foot long, 15 foot on each one once you've got the knots in. 15, oh no, 15, 7, yeah, 20 feet apart perhaps. So you've got quite a wide sort of range to get with this. Another thing that they do, which I think is quite a good idea, but it was £20, so it's more than I actually paid for the hammock. It's meant for the expedition ones, these ones. It's a sleeve that goes up here and it covers the whole length, so it just sort of pinches it in like that, and you just pull it over, so when you're away, so it just sort of rolls up, so there's no so if you go out walking for the day or something, there's no chance of rain getting in, because it's just it's a bit like this. Imagine a plastic bag like that, but it just sleeves the whole length and pulls it in nice and tight like this, just so it can't get wet, which I think is sort of a brilliant invention. But yeah, like I said, there's plenty more you can get. There's ones that you can use as bivvy as well that have got poles. There's ones with mosquito nets. I was going to say, as we live in the UK, we don't have much need for a mosquito net, but actually saying that, we have loads of mosquitoes. You're more likely to use it in wet weather, let's say, than you are in sort of mosquito weather. So I'm definitely interested in trying this hammock out and actually going camping with it. And I'd say this is very good quality. The stitching on it, I think it's nylon, and it's proper. You can sort of feel it. It's proper parachute. It's very thick as well, so it's not very. it doesn't for what you've got. It doesn't feel like a very cheap thing. When I saw this on the image, like I said, I was worried about her. I was worried about this, but there's absolutely nothing to be worried about. It's just a great product. Right, guys. So I think this is going to turn out to be like a 20-minute video. So I'm just gonna leave you perhaps with some music and just some images of just like relaxing out in a hammock.